I'm angry at Obama as well, but not for the same reasons you libertarians are. When President Obama was elected, I had the hope he would march down to the CIA and any other intelligence agency and tell them to burn all the records they have accumulated on Americans using illegal wiretaps. Then fire every government employee who violated their oath to defend and protect the Constitution and broke the law when they participated in spying on Americans. Those are not the kind of people we need serving in our government. They should have been fired and forbidden from ever working for the federal government again. Round up every American that participated in torture or kidnapping. Put them on trial and execute those who had committed murder. Arrest every member of the Bush administration, indict them for war crimes, and jail them, including President Bush. Nationalize the U.S. banking system and the big Wall Street financial firms, indict upper management for theft, confiscate their assets, and throw them into jail. Reestablish Glass-Steagall with even more stringent controls in order to prevent a repeat of the Ponzi schemes Wall Street perpetrated on America, culminating in the 2008 meltdown. Start a massive education program. Obama has not used the bullet public to its maximum. By education program, I mean get the American people back up to speed and show them why supply-side economics does not work and what that economic policy has done to this country. Libertarians in particular have failed to understand the dangers of letting big business do whatever they want. We are at $14 trillion in debt. Carter left us with $1 trillion, and Obama has experienced about $3 trillion as a spillover from the 2008 meltdown. Clinton reduced the national debt. That means Reagan, Bush, and Bush created $10 trillion in debt with supply-side economics. More if you include the spillover into the Obama administration. Those Republicans and people like Ron Paul who share the Republican economic philosophy have destroyed the middle class. Ron Paul proposes exactly the same economic policies as Reagan, Bush, and Bush. Ron Paul's economic scheme is fundamentally supply-side economics. Supply-side has failed. Trickle-down has failed. Reducing corporate taxes did not create jobs. A gold standard would be a disaster. Getting rid of the Federal Reserve would create deeper and harsher economic downturns. The Federal Reserve has actually prevented several depressions. The medical community is in the process of robbing every American of their last penny. Doing nothing about this theft is not an option. 50,000 dead Americans every year for lack of health care, and 1 million dead every year 10 years from now is not an option. Ron Paul and the Republicans are wrong about this, very wrong. Ron Paul is wrong to advocate secession. His philosophy is just what we need, don't you think? A president that thinks secession by the states is all right. One thing we know for sure, Ron Paul is no Abraham Lincoln, is he? The 14th Amendment, paragraph 3, disqualifies Ron Paul to run for any public office because his talk about secession is inciting insurrection and he is committing sedition. Ron Paul and those libertarians think they know so much about the Constitution? Let them consider the 14th Amendment and make excuses for why Ron Paul should not be disqualified to run for President of the United States. Ron Paul is wrong to allow religion into public schools. School prayer will cause 10,000 religious wars in school districts across this nation as Americans tear themselves apart over religious matters. Ron Paul believes in teaching creationism to our children as a science and would allow states to do just that. On this issue alone, Ron Paul is disqualified to be President of the United States. Obama is not perfect in my mind, but at least the damage he has done to this nation is far less than what Ron Paul and what the Republicans want to do. Guys like Ron Paul want to continue the policies that have done so much harm to our nation and perpetrate even more damage into the future. And that's what I think. Put that in your pipe, libertarians, and see if you can smoke that instead of that other stuff you like so much.